What's happening, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to go over all the stuff I take with me in my daily bag. Everything that I use if I go to the park with the kids, or if I'm going out for a mission to the beach, or doing some kind of photo mission, but I don't want to take my whole kit. I take this little bag here and it has pretty much everything, which isn't a lot, but it has everything I need. It's nice and light, it's small, I can chuck it just in the car without worrying about it, and more importantly it has everything I need to get the photos that I want to get. So let's jump into it. This is going to be a short video because there's not a lot in here, but I've been getting a lot of questions lately, considering I've done so many lens reviews and first thoughts and final reviews and all sorts of stuff on a whole range of different lenses. Some I've owned, some companies have just lent to me to review, but this is all the stuff that I take with me in my everyday bag. So first off, let's just talk about the bag. It's a Think Tank Retrospective 10. Like I said before, it's a really nice small bag. You could get like two A7s in here with like two lenses, no problem at all. And the best thing is it has a whole bunch of pockets for other stuff. It's really comfortable. It has this really nice big strap that goes around your shoulder, so it's comfortable to carry for a long time. And yeah, it's really cool. So it has all these sort of pockets around here, so it's got like a big pocket right in the front here which holds a lot. You can get a lot of stuff in there, but mostly like keys and your wallet and whatever else you want to carry around. And then it's got the main compartment here, which I have my camera, lens, and a little bag of goodies. So let's jump into that now. So the first thing I have obviously is a camera. This is the main part. As you guys know, I carry an A7R3. I have two of these for my professional work. I used to have an A9 and an R3, and I traded in my A9 for a second R3, which you can see in a previous video that I done a while ago, by the way, if you want to go and look that up. On it, I carry a 24mm G Master. So I do pretty much everything with the 24mm. It doesn't really come off the camera, but I do carry another lens with me, and it's the other lens that I use for my wedding kit. But if I want it, it's in the bag. But first off, I do have a grip on the bottom of it. This is a really right stuff plate, which just sits on the bottom of the camera like so, and it adds just a tiny little bit of grip here, but it's perfect. It's just enough that it holds my pinky finger. So I used to have this grip, which is a Sony one. This is a BX1, I think it's called. It's the finger grip that comes with it, and it's really great. I just done a modification to it here where I took out the dongle thingy from my dual camera harness and just replaced the factory bolt with that, so I can still use my dual harness with this. The only problem with it is that you have to unscrew it and move it to the side if you want to change your camera battery. It's just something I don't like to do, and this grip adds enough that it's comfortable for me. It also has another benefit, which I'll get to in a second when we go through the little bag of goodies. And then the other thing I have is these little Peak Design toggles here, because I generally don't like to use a strap, but if I do want to use a strap, I just use the Sony, the standard factory strap that came with the camera, and that just has the other end of the toggles. So when you buy these, they just come with this toggle, and then they also come with the bit that clips in here like so. So if I want to use the strap, I just have to toggle that in there, and then I have just my standard Sony camera strap ready to go if I want to use a strap. In terms of batteries, I do use the genuine FZ100 Sony batteries. I do have one of the FZ100 Wasabi batteries, the aftermarket versions. I used to have two, but I lost one somehow. And they do work. I've had no issues with them at all, but with the newest update, they do throw a warning every now and then, which, you just have to press OK and then the camera works fine. But it is worth noting that they do come up with a warning every now and then. Next, I do have with me my 85mm G Master. You guys, I think I've done a review on this already, and this is my other main workhorse lens that I use for like ceremonies and all that sort of stuff, but I do like it with me because it's really great for landscape photography, or if I want to get something a little bit more telephoto when I'm out and about, then this lens is great. It hardly ever gets put on the camera, but it's really nice to have. You'll notice this one on my lens hood is a little bit shorter than most 85mm GM lenses because the rubber ring broke off the lens hood on the front, but it was just a cosmetic thing, I guess. I'm sure it helps in some situations with certain lighting conditions, but I haven't seen a need to replace it as yet. The next thing I have in my bag is just this other pouch. So most low pro bags come with this little pouch, and it's just to hold random stuff. And in here I have a whole collection of things which we'll get into now. The best thing about it is that anything I put in here isn't just strewing around the bag, flying all over the place. So I carry a spare lens and body cap. I carry a spare Sony FZ100 battery. I actually there's 2 in there at the moment. I have a lens cloth. Now this is a Ross Clean cloth. In my experience, I've tried a whole different bunch of lenses. The Ross Clean one is the only one that I've had that doesn't leave smudges on the lens, which is really great, and it works great for my glasses. I have a pair of Apple headphones, just the standard Lightning ones. They're going to be replaced soon because I'm going to get some of those new Sony wireless, I can't remember the model, I'll put it down here, the Sony wireless over-ear headphones, so I'm going to buy a pair of those soon, looking forward to that. I carry just a couple of rechargeable AAs because there's been so many times where I've been somewhere, and especially at a wedding, but even other places where I just need 2 AA batteries, and these Inloop Pro ones, these Black Series Inloop Pro Panasonic batteries last forever. The next thing I have is a Leatherman. This is a proper folding Leatherman, a genuine one. It's got all sorts of stuff, a saw, it's got another saw, screwdriver, it's got a Phillips head screwdriver there, bottle opener, it's got a knife which is actually really sharp, it's got a file so I can do my nails. And it's got a whole bunch of other things like a flathead screwdriver, which is the main thing I use because there's been many times where I need to get a tripod plate off or on my camera and I can't do it because a key isn't strong enough because it's on too tight or something like that, or you need to cut something. I've been at weddings where you need to cut labels off people's dresses, and having this is ideal. So that sits in there. And then the last thing I have is this. Now this is an L plate, which if I take this bolt out, this just slides into my camera like so, and then you screw it into the bottom, and then you have a L bracket which has an Arcus Swiss plate on it. So if you want to take any portrait photos, you can chuck it in your tripod and that sort of orientation, instead of chucking on your ball head and then tilting it down to the side, you can just have it off to the side like that and it works much better. Really great for panoramas, and I just really like having that in there. It's something I used all the time when I was doing landscape a lot, and I never stopped using them. So I always carry one of those just in case maybe I'm going off to do some astrophotography or some landscape or something like that, even portraits where I just want to have the camera nice and stable, then I'll use that L bracket. Next thing in the bag, I have my Pelican SD card case. So this takes micro SDs and just normal SD cards, which I use the SanDisk Extreme Pro memory cards. I've had the most success with them, and they've been really reliable over the years, so I've just stuck with them. The best thing about this case, as you can see, it's been beaten up to hell, and it's really awesome. So it's hard. You can run it over with your car. Not that you would do that. You can drop it in a lake. It's waterproof. It's tough. Really reliable, solid SD card holder. Next thing I always carry is this little microphone here. So this is a Rode Video Micro. It comes like this with the dead cat, and it's just really small. It doesn't require batteries or anything like that. But if I'm on the road and I want to make, if I think of a really good YouTube videos that I can come up with for you guys, as you guys know, pretty much all of my videos are unscripted, and I just come out with the idea like an hour before doing the video. So it's just the way I roll. So I really like to have this Rode Video Micro with me at all times. So that's pretty much it. If I don't want to take my entire kit with me, if I just want to go out and get a few photos, quite often I'll just take the 24mm, but showing you my full kit, I'll take the 85 with me as well. So to answer another question I get asked a lot recently is, what gear do I still own? So I own the 24mm G Master, the 85mm G Master, and the 16-35 G Master. They are the only 3 lenses that I own currently. The only other one that I miss, which I really want to buy again, is the Sony 55mm 1.8. I really like that. It's so small, and I would really like to get that one, so I'll probably buy that again. And I am thinking about getting the 135mm G Master, which I still have on loan from Sony. Other than that, that's my entire kit. Oh, and I have 2 A7R3s. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.